Hello world. Frida Reba Darcy and Patricia O'Connor here. That's more than a Trident trait. Oh, that's your per diem for the day. Here at the Bonsai balcony, Patricia O'Connor, Frida Reba Darcy. Here is a quick look at our future 16 trees. They are set up on a 4-foot LED light. I called this a 4-foot fluorescent earlier. It's a fluorescent type. This is an LED replacement of a fluorescent light, which is to say that it is not a fluorescent light. The tubes are loaded with diodes. The tubes are made for this fixture. It's the only thing that fluorescent has anything to do with this is the replacement for what you would normally call a 4-foot, 4-shot fluorescent. It's a grow light, and it has 4 banks, and I am currently running on 2. There are 2 little switches in the back. I can operate the outside ones or the inside ones. And if I did it correctly this morning when I flipped those on, we are currently on the 2 outside ones, which are the only ones I use to pop little beans. So I get up in the morning. These are not on a timer. In past life they would be, and they would be on for 14 hours or so. Given that fluorescent lights don't use as much wattage as the other grow lights that I used to have, we'd normally just let them run 8+ hours, and a lot of times that would mean 12+. So with this, it goes about that. I turn them on when I get up in the morning. No timer. I turn them on when I get up in the morning, which means the days that I get off work, the sun comes up later for these guys. I'm not sweating that. The seedlings, it's they're seedlings. They can hustle with that just fine. What I then do is turn them off when I come in from work, or I turn them off about the same time as when I come in from work on my days off. That gives those guys. That means those guys are burning from about 8 to 6 on the days that I work, and they're burning from a couple of hours later than that to 6 when I'm milling around and forget to turn them on after I get up in the morning. So that's kind of our setup. I would expect to see a couple of these guys volunteer to come up, within the next 4 or 5 days. And then for the next, couple of weeks after that, we'll start seeing them pop up. And when I turn the lights on in the morning, I then hit the mister. I have a water bottle standing by, and what I will do is I can reach 2 in. So I will mist all of those, and then I'll rotate the tray and then mist the back row, which is now out here, and make sure usually that I got the center row good from both ways. So that's kind of how all we have to do in Alameda to make pine trees. And since I'm doing this in the house the way I've been doing them before, and since I'm doing this on a grow light the way I've been doing this before, I'm not really concerned about what time of year it is. If you live in some place where it's hard winter, you won't necessarily be repeating my steps. In other words, that is to say, you can pop these indoors and you can continue to grow them indoors until your climate would allow for them to be okay. What I intend to do with these guys is get them up about 1 inch or 2 tall, and then turn off this light as fast as possible, because it's not expensive, but it's a light that I don't need to be using when I've got perfectly good sunshine out there. Even if it's fall light, even if it's winter light, the trees will go from in here to out there, I believe, just fine. And the sooner the better. Also, you may have noticed our music stopped. This will probably, this is connected. I have a stream of music set up to play while I'm playing my videos. And in the last few days, our internet has been so god-awful that I haven't really been able to play a video, let alone make one. And it's because I feel like such an old fuddy-duddy for saying this. It's because of our weather. It's frankly, it's beautiful out. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon. It looks like it could be 5 at night, or looks like it could be dusk, right? and these lights are really pumping up the show. But that's all of our cloud cover and our rain. And when that happens, my internet doesn't. Um, Blows my mind that my internet could be connected to the weather, but connected to the weather, it is. And I can pretend that's not the case if I want to, but whenever we get some muchly needed rain, I lose the ability to watch or produce videos. And also, it was especially frustrating today because sometimes I can call my provider, and they will do things on their end to make it better, and that will a lot of times last maybe up to a day or so. But the internet provider is also the phone provider. So today, I gave up about 2 hours towards that goal and was not able to talk on the phone with good enough clarity to even work a fix. The irony was I had to actually go out in the rain to be able to pull up enough internet on my phone to call Uber so I could go to the bank and do the groceries and run errands, and then I fall right back here to no internet again. So we are enjoying the weather. We're enjoying the water. I have pulled back most of the trees that I was concerned with the amount of water they were getting, so I pulled them back, and they're back here. And even then, they got watered. I would say it looks to me like everything this far in got watered because that's how far our water blew in. I just heard our music kick back on, so that means my internet is temporarily back, which is kind of what it does while I'm trying to produce too. It just I see it just clicking on and off, search and you have Wi-Fi, search. Anyway, enough about that. That has been affecting our production speed, and it has also made the fun of production frustrating. So there's really nothing wrong with our trees that's causing any of this. There's nothing, with our lack of playing, there's nothing wrong with our amount of things to do. Our trees are really ready for us to start doing something. I can get started on these guys probably any time now. Maybe we'll get started on these guys tomorrow. Yeah, but look at those colors. Aren't they pretty? And here's a quick look at our Trident Maple. So tonight's show, I might very well bring in the Trident Maple, and we can do our cut. At 50 degrees, it will probably still leak a lot of sap out, but this is going to be as close as I will likely get to a winter dormant Trident Maple. I was told that it's too warm here for those, but it was here when I bought it, and I guess the last person had to deal with that too. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on there. I will put that guy on the bench. We'll do a little bit of weeding. It hadn't gotten too bad yet, but it will get bad quick if I let that continue to go. And then all of those shoots which is about half of them, which grew out that long, I will cut those back substantially so that they can vibricate off. And the ones that I didn't cut back will have a chance to grow up some next spring, and that thing will have a pretty funny look about it from now until spring when it bushes out again. Our cork bark oak, as you can see, it's I think you can see all of those colors really well against the background sky. And those contrast of colors are just awesome in contrast to the light that I just kind of flashed you a little bit with. But I can already start pinching this guy back now, and also I'm going to pan back because it just occurred to me something's missing. Yes, something's missing. What could it be? Well, I had an enormous ponderosa pine, and that's now in Northern California, probably getting fluttered on, frankly. I think I'm on on the sketches of an atmospheric river. I'm on the edge of it, so my storms are in and out. When today it's already been sunny and rainy twice, so I'm on the edge of it. But I think further up north, it's just all of the colors of all the weather patterns, and it's just running straight up there. Probably in Northern California and Seattle and Washington and all that stuff. It might be getting some of that. I can't really pull up my weather radar and see just how bad it was, but I saw it coming a couple of days ago, and I thought, well, we'll be losing the internet when that happens. And today when I woke up, I went, yep, that must have happened, and I can't even pull up the internet now to see how bad the weather is. I know I'm complaining about the net a lot on my Bonsai channel, but we are still getting to look at our colors. I was promising you guys a peek at our babies underneath the fluorescent lights, and we've gotten that. And that's a little pickup of our rain. It's a little breezy here. I gotta say, if it weren't for the hiccups that it's causing me technically on the technical end, that I'm really loving this weather. It's sunny and beautiful weather is like lobster. It's one of my top foods. But if you have lobster every day, every once in a while, you're going, you know what I miss? A nasty Chef Boyardee pizza. Instead of, that's kind of like, and rainy days aren't nasty Chef Boyardee pizza. Some people absolutely live for these. But I always tended to like the blue skies and the puffy clouds and all that. But I seriously enjoy these changes of weather that we have, so long as I can navigate through them okay. And that's sorely lacking. Anyway, I won't complain this much on all my videos, and this is just going to be a shorty. I wanted to get in some time. I don't think I have enough. I think if I set up camera on tripod and started trying to cut this tree or prune this tree, that I would maybe get a certain ways in, go back and check camera and see that the camera was off and I'd already cut the tree. So I really want to be more sure that I've got the shooting time banked up, that I can do some work, because I can't stick the stuff back on the tree once I've cut it off. And I noticed that I've had that happen. I've unpotted stuff before and did a little trim work, only to discover that my laptop had gone, my camera had gone off, and we just wasted an opportunity. So I'm holding back on that till we have a little better luck on our other end. Like and subscribe if you guys have not already. Tonight we're going to bring in a tree and do something off of our bench. Yeah, I got my little turntable back on my bench, which is also a turntable, so that helps me to rotate stuff around because it's not underneath the Ponderosa. I appreciate you. Frida appreciates you. I hope wherever you are enjoying your weather. We're snug and cozy in here. So, and the other thing, I had an epiphany while I was out running errands. Those of you who know me know that I generally try to be positive, and here's my positive spin on this internet thing. It's nice to have regular problems. It's nice to finally have regular people's irritating problems, and that is to say that the problem isn't the way I feel about me, or the problem isn't my mental attitude about how I feel about the world, or any hand I've been dealt. It's nice to have just regular old people. I can't believe it. My dang internet won't work, or the light bill, or the insurance, or what I would consider regular people, because for years I was very dysphoric, and that makes you feel like you're the root of all of your problems, and that really makes it hard for anybody to relate to what you're going through. So you just kind of soldier on. And so, yeah, every once in a while, when something has got you irritated, stop and go, you know what? This isn't that. And we all have a that. For me, it was being transgender. For other people, it's cancer. For other people, it's, whatever other people have, and we all have something. But, yeah, that's my kind of turnaround on no Wi-Fi. That's really a heck of a problem to have, Pat. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you.